Captain Nathan Reed, a seasoned astronaut and explorer, had seen many strange and wondrous things in his journeys through space. But nothing had prepared him for the planet Lumura. It was a lush, vibrant world with sprawling forests, crystal-clear lakes, and towering mountain ranges. The Lumurans, an elegant and advanced alien race, had welcomed him with open arms. Nathan was on Lumura for a research mission, aiming to study the planet's unique ecology and culture. He quickly became friends with a Lumuran scientist named Arya, who served as his guide and liaison. Arya was intelligent, curious, and beautiful, with luminous skin that shimmered in the sunlight and eyes that glowed like embers. As Nathan settled into his new environment, he couldn't help but notice a sense of anticipation among the Lumurans. They seemed to be preparing for something significant, but whenever he asked, Arya would smile mysteriously and change the subject. One evening, after a day of exploring the forest with Arya, Nathan brought up the topic again as they sat by a campfire. "Arya, I've noticed everyone seems to be getting ready for some kind of event. What's going on?" Arya's eyes twinkled with a hint of mischief. "It's something very special, Nathan. You'll understand soon enough. Just promise me you'll keep an open mind." Nathan's curiosity was piqued. "All right, I promise. But can't you give me a hint?" Arya leaned closer, her voice dropping to a whisper. "Let's just say the full moon on Lumura brings out something extraordinary in us. It's a time of celebration, passion, and connection." Nathan nodded, though he was still puzzled. "I'll be ready for whatever it is." As they continued to talk, the full moon began to rise, casting a silvery glow over the landscape. Nathan felt a strange energy in the air, a sense of anticipation that made his heart beat faster. The following day, Nathan noticed a change in the Lumurans' behavior. The atmosphere was charged with excitement, and preparations for the full moon celebration were in full swing. Decorations adorned the village, and stalls were set up with exotic foods and handcrafted goods. Nathan spent the day helping with the preparations, enjoying the camaraderie and the vibrant energy of the village. Arya stayed close by his side, guiding him and explaining various aspects of the Lumuran culture. As the sun set and the full moon began to rise, the Lumurans gathered in a large clearing on the outskirts of the village. The moonlight bathed the area in a soft, ethereal glow, and Nathan felt the strange energy from the previous night intensify. Arya approached him, her eyes glowing brighter than ever. "Are you ready, Nathan?" Nathan nodded, feeling a mix of excitement and curiosity. "I think so. What exactly happens during the full moon?" Arya smiled, taking his hand and leading him towards the center of the clearing. "The full moon has a powerful effect on us. It heightens our senses and our emotions. We become more connected to each other and to the planet. It's a time for celebration, for passion, and for letting go of our inhibitions." Nathan's heart raced as he took in her words. "That sounds intense." Arya's smile widened. "It is. Just remember to keep an open mind and let yourself feel the energy of the moon." The celebration began with music and dancing. The Lumurans moved gracefully, their bodies swaying in rhythm with the music. Nathan watched in awe as the villagers embraced the lunar energy, their movements becoming more fluid and sensual as the night went on. As he stood there, absorbing the sights and sounds around him, Nathan felt a hand on his arm. He turned to see Arya, her eyes burning with an intensity he had never seen before. "Nathan," she whispered, her voice husky with desire. "The full moon brings out our deepest passions. Will you share this night with me?" Nathan's breath caught in his throat. He felt an undeniable pull towards Arya, a connection that transcended anything he had experienced before. "Yes, Arya. I want to share this with you." Arya smiled and pulled him close, their bodies pressed together as they swayed to the music. Nathan felt a rush of sensations as the lunar energy enveloped them, heightening his senses and amplifying his desires. As the night wore on, the intensity of the celebration grew. The Lumurans' movements became more intimate, their connections deeper. Nathan and Arya moved together, their bond strengthening with each passing moment. Under the light of the full moon, Nathan discovered a side of himself he had never known. The primal energy of Lumura, the passion of its people, and the connection he felt with Arya awakened something deep within him. He realized that this night would change him forever, leaving an indelible mark on his soul. The celebration continued until the first light of dawn began to break. As the energy of the full moon waned, the villagers slowly dispersed, returning to their homes with a sense of fulfillment and peace. Nathan and Arya stood together, watching the moon set on the horizon. Nathan felt a deep sense of contentment and connection, knowing that this was only the beginning of his journey on Lumura. Arya looked up at him, her eyes filled with warmth and affection. "Thank you for sharing this night with me, Nathan. It's a bond we will carry with us always." Nathan smiled, his heart full of gratitude and love. "Thank you, Arya. I feel like I found something truly special here." As they walked back to the village hand in hand, Nathan knew that his time on Lumura would be an adventure unlike any other, filled with passion, discovery, and a connection that transcended the stars. Nathan awoke the next morning with a mixture of lingering euphoria and curiosity. The previous night had been unlike anything he had ever experienced. The Lumuran celebration of the full moon had awakened a side of him he didn't know existed, and his bond with Arya had grown deeper. As he made his way to the communal dining area, he found Arya waiting for him with a radiant smile. They shared a quiet breakfast, enjoying the tranquility of the morning after the intensity of the night before. Once they finished eating, Arya suggested they take a walk through the village. As they strolled along the pathways, Nathan observed the Lumurans going about their daily routines. The villagers greeted them warmly, and Nathan sensed a newfound respect in their eyes. "I have to admit, Arya," Nathan began, "last night was incredible, but I'm still curious about what exactly happens during the full moon and why it has such a profound effect on your people." Arya nodded, her expression thoughtful. "It's a part of our biology, Nathan. The full moon triggers a release of hormones that heighten our senses and amplify our emotions. It's a time when we feel a deep connection to each other and to our planet. This connection manifests in our heightened passion and desire." Nathan considered her words, fascinated by the unique aspects of Lumuran biology. "So it's not just a cultural tradition, it's something ingrained in your very being." "Exactly," Arya confirmed. "It's a time of great importance to us, a celebration of life and connection. It's also a way for us to bond with those we care about on a deeper level." Nathan felt a surge of affection for Arya. "I'm honored to have shared that experience with you, Arya. It was transformative." Arya smiled, her eyes filled with warmth. "I'm glad, Nathan. Our bond is special, and it's something we can build upon as we continue to learn from each other." Over the next few days, Nathan and Arya grew closer, their bond strengthening with each passing moment. Nathan immersed himself in the study of Lumuran culture and biology, fascinated by the intricate connections between their traditions and their physiology. Arya introduced Nathan to her family and friends, who welcomed him with open arms. They were eager to learn about Earth and its people, and Nathan found himself sharing stories of his home planet, while absorbing the rich history and customs of Lumura. One evening, as they sat by the river, Arya shared more about the significance of the full moon in Lumuran culture. "It's not just about passion and desire, Nathan. The full moon is also a time for reflection and renewal. It's a chance for us to let go of the past and embrace the future with open hearts." Nathan nodded, understanding the deeper meaning behind the celebrations. "It's a beautiful tradition, Arya. I can see how it strengthens your community and your connections to each other." Arya looked at him with a mix of pride and affection. "I'm glad you see it that way. Our traditions are an important part of who we are, and sharing them with you has been a wonderful experience." Their conversation was interrupted by the arrival of a Lumuran elder named Thalan, who had been observing Nathan with keen interest. Thalan was a wise and respected figure in the village, known for his deep understanding of Lumuran customs and history. "Good evening, Nathan, Arya." Thalan greeted them with a warm smile. "I see you two have formed a strong bond." Nathan and Arya stood to greet the elder, and Nathan replied, "Yes, Thalan. Arya has been an incredible guide and companion. I've learned so much from her and from all of you." Thalen nodded approvingly. "I'm pleased to hear that. It's important for us to share our knowledge and traditions with those who come to our planet. It enriches both our cultures and strengthens the bonds between us." Thalen then turned to Arya, his expression serious. "There is something I must discuss with you, Arya. A matter of great importance." Arya's demeanor shifted and she nodded. "Of course, Thalen. What is it?" Thalen glanced at Nathan before speaking. "The full moon celebrations are a time of joy and connection, but they also have a deeper purpose. There is a prophecy that speaks of a union between a Lumuran and an outsider, one that will bring about a new era of understanding and harmony between our people and those from beyond our world. Nathan felt a shiver run down his spine. A prophecy? Thalon nodded. Yes, Nathan. The elders have long believed that such a union would be a sign of great change, a positive shift in our relationships with other civilizations. We believe that you and Arya may be the fulfillment of this prophecy. Arya looked at Nathan with a mixture of surprise and wonder. Nathan, this is unexpected, but it feels right. Nathan took her hand, his heart swelling with emotion. Arya, whatever the future holds, I'm honored to be a part of it with you. We'll face it together. Thalon smiled, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. Then let us embrace this new era with open hearts and minds. Together we can build a future of understanding, unity, and love. As Nathan and Arya stood hand in hand, they felt the weight of their journey ahead, but also the promise of a future filled with possibility and connection. The full moon had brought them together, and now they were ready to face whatever challenges and adventures lay ahead, united in their bond and guided by the light of the moon. Life in the village of Lumur had settled into a peaceful rhythm. Nathan and Arya continued to explore the depths of their bond, learning more about each other and the unique connection between their worlds. Their research into Lumuran biology and culture flourished, and they began to consider how their discoveries could benefit both Lumura and Earth. However, this tranquility was disrupted one night when an unexpected visitor arrived. Nathan was in his quarters, analyzing some of the data he and Arya had collected when a loud knock echoed through the room. He opened the door to find Thalon standing there, his expression grave. Nathan, we need to talk. There's something you should see, Thalon said, urgency in his voice. Nathan followed Thalon through the village to a secluded area near the edge of the forest. There, a group of Lumurans had gathered around a strange metallic object partially buried in the ground. It looked like a piece of advanced technology, unlike anything Nathan had seen on Lumura. What is it? Nathan asked, his curiosity piqued. We're not sure, Thalon replied. It appeared after the last full moon, and we've been studying it ever since. We believe it may be a probe or a device sent by another civilization. Nathan knelt beside the object, examining its intricate design. This is definitely advanced technology. We need to figure out where it came from and what its purpose is. As they worked to uncover the mystery of the object, Nathan noticed a growing sense of unease among the villagers. The arrival of the device had unsettled them, and whispers of fear and speculation spread through the community. Arya joined Nathan and Thalon, her eyes filled with concern. Nathan, do you think this device poses a threat to us? It's hard to say, Nathan replied, his mind racing with possibilities. But we need to be cautious. We should analyze it further and see if we can determine its origin. Over the next few days, Nathan, Arya, and Thalon worked tirelessly to uncover the secrets of the mysterious device. They set up a temporary lab near the site and used a combination of Earth and Lumuran technology to analyze its components. As they delved deeper into their investigation, they discovered that the device was indeed a probe, sent by a distant and technologically advanced civilization. The probe contained detailed scans of Lumura's landscape, flora, and fauna, as well as recordings of Lumuran language and culture. This is incredible, Nathan said, his eyes wide with astonishment. Whoever sent this probe has been studying Lumura for a long time. But why? Thalon frowned, deep in thought. It could be for many reasons. Perhaps they seek knowledge, or maybe they have other motives. We must be prepared for any possibility. Arya looked at Nathan, her expression serious. Nathan, if this probe was sent by another civilization, it means they know about us. They might even be planning to visit Lumura. We need to be ready. Nathan nodded, his mind racing with the implications of their discovery. We should inform the council and prepare for a possible encounter. We need to protect our people and ensure that any contact is peaceful. As they presented their findings to the Lumuran Council, the gravity of the situation became clear. The council agreed to increase security measures and to prepare for a potential visit from the unknown civilization. They also decided to send a message back with the probe, hoping to establish peaceful communication and learn more about their visitors. The village was abuzz with activity as preparations were made. Nathan and Arya continued their research, working closely with Thalon and other Lumuran scientists to ensure that they were ready for whatever might come. One evening, as they sat together under the stars, Arya took Nathan's hand and looked into his eyes. Nathan, no matter what happens, I'm glad we're facing this together. Our bond gives me strength and hope." Nathan smiled, feeling a deep sense of love and connection. "I feel the same way, Arya. Whatever challenges lie ahead, we'll face them together." As the full moon rose once again, casting its silvery light over the village, Nathan and Arya knew that their journey was far from over. They had discovered a profound connection between their worlds, and now they were about to embark on a new adventure that would test their bond and their resolve. With the mystery of the probe still unfolding and the promise of a new era on the horizon, Nathan and Arya stood ready to face whatever challenges and opportunities awaited them. Together they would navigate the unknown, guided by the light of the moon and the strength of their love. The village of Lumur buzzed with anticipation and anxiety. Nathan, Arya, Thalan, and the council had done everything they could to prepare for the potential arrival of the unknown civilization. The probe had been repaired and equipped with a message from the Lumurans, expressing a desire for peaceful contact and cooperation. It had been sent back to its origin, and now all they could do was wait. Nathan and Arya spent their days between research and fortifying their defenses, ensuring that every villager knew what to do in case of an emergency. The community spirit was high, but an undercurrent of tension was palpable. One night, as they stood on a hill overlooking the village, Nathan turned to Arya. "Do you think they'll come?" Arya sighed, her luminous eyes reflecting the moonlight. "It's hard to say, Nathan, but we must be prepared for anything. If they do come, I hope they come in peace." As if on cue, a bright light streaked across the sky. The villagers watched in awe and fear as the light descended rapidly, landing in the forest near the edge of the village. Nathan and Arya exchanged a look of determination and hurried to the landing site with Thalan and a group of Lumuran warriors. As they approached the site, they saw a sleek metallic craft unlike anything they had ever seen. It shimmered with an otherworldly light, and as they watched, a hatch opened, revealing figures that stepped out cautiously. The tension was thick as the Lumurans and the visitors faced each other. The visitors were humanoid but with distinct features, elongated limbs, pale skin, and eyes that seemed to see through everything. Nathan and Arya stepped forward, signaling for calm and peace. One of the visitors, who seemed to be their leader, raised a hand in greeting. "We come in peace," he said, his voice resonant and soothing. "We are the Calans. We have long observed your planet and have come to establish contact and share knowledge." Nathan and Arya exchanged relieved glances before stepping closer. "Welcome to Lumur," Nathan said. "I am Nathan, and this is Arya. We extend our hand in friendship and hope for mutual understanding." The Callian leader nodded, his eyes studying them intently. "Thank you, Nathan and Arya. I am Sarek, the leader of our expedition. We have much to learn from each other." The initial tension began to dissipate as the Lumurans and Callians exchanged introductions and formalities. Nathan noticed that the Callians were incredibly advanced technologically, yet they carried themselves with a sense of humility and respect. Sarek gestured toward their craft. "Our technology is at your disposal. We wish to share our knowledge and learn about your culture and advancements." As the night progressed, Nathan and Arya guided the Callians back to the village. The Lumurans, initially wary, began to warm up to their visitors as they saw the genuine interest and respect the Callians showed. In the following days, the two groups worked together, exchanging knowledge and ideas. Nathan and Arya were particularly interested in the Callians' advanced medical technologies and environmental sustainability practices. In turn, the Lumurans shared their deep connection to the moon and the biological and cultural significance it held. During one of their many discussions, Sarek revealed something that sent a chill down Nathan's spine. "Our observations indicate that there are other, less benevolent civilizations also aware of Lumur. They may not come with peaceful intentions." Nathan and Arya realized the gravity of the situation. "We need to strengthen our defenses and prepare for any possible threat," Nathan said, his voice resolute. Sarek nodded in agreement. "We will assist you. Together we can ensure that Lumur remains a sanctuary of peace and knowledge." With the Callians' help, the Lumurans began to fortify their village, combining their natural defenses with advanced technology. They set up surveillance systems and created a plan for rapid response in case of an invasion. As they worked side by side, Nathan and Arya grew even closer, their bond strengthened by the challenges they faced. One evening, as they stood watching the sunset, Nathan turned to Arya. "No matter what happens, I'm grateful to be here with you. We've built something incredible together." Arya smiled, her eyes filled with love. "And we will continue to build, Nathan. Together, we can face any challenge and create a future filled with hope and unity." The arrival of the Calans had brought new challenges and opportunities, but Nathan and Arya knew they were ready to face whatever came their way. Their bond, forged in the light of the full moon, had given them the strength and determination to protect their home and build a future of peace and understanding. The arrival of the Calans had ushered in a period of rapid progress and innovation for the Lumurans. With the newfound alliance, the village of Lumura transformed into a beacon of unity and advanced technology. The Calans' advanced medical practices, environmental sustainability techniques, and defense systems were seamlessly integrated with Lumuran traditions. Despite these positive changes, a sense of unease lingered. Sarek's warning about other more malevolent civilizations had not been forgotten. Nathan, Arya, and Thalan, along with their Callian allies, remained vigilant, constantly monitoring for any signs of danger. One evening, as Nathan and Arya reviewed the latest surveillance reports in their quarters, an alert sounded. The screen before them lit up with an image of an unidentified spacecraft entering Lumura's atmosphere. Nathan's heart raced as he called for Thalan and Sarek. "This is it," Nathan said, his voice tense. "We need to prepare for the worst." Thalan and Sarek arrived promptly, and together they devised a plan to intercept the incoming craft. Lumuran warriors and Callian defenders took their positions, ready to defend their home. As the spacecraft landed in a remote part of the forest, Nathan, Arya, Thalan, and Sarek led a team to investigate. The air was thick with tension as they approached the mysterious craft, weapons at the ready. The hatch of the spacecraft opened slowly, and a group of armored figures emerged. They were imposing, with dark, menacing features and advanced weaponry. Their leader stepped forward, eyes scanning the Lumurans and Callians with cold calculation. "We are the Vortac," the leader announced, his voice harsh and grating. "We have come to claim this planet and its resources. Surrender or face annihilation." Nathan felt a surge of anger and determination. He stepped forward, standing tall and resolute. "This planet is under our protection. We will not surrender to you." The Vortac leader sneered. "You are foolish to resist. We will show no mercy." A tense standoff ensued, with both sides poised for battle. Nathan glanced at Arya, Thalan, and Sarek, drawing strength from their presence. He knew that they had to defend Lumura at all costs. Without warning, the Vortac launched an attack. Energy blasts filled the air, and the Lumuran and Callian defenders sprang into action. Nathan and Arya fought side by side, their movements synchronized and their bond unwavering. Thalan and Sarek coordinated their forces, using their combined knowledge and technology to counter the Vortac assault. The battle was fierce and chaotic, with both sides sustaining heavy losses. As the fighting raged on, Nathan noticed a weakness in the Vortac formation. He signaled to Arya and the others, and together they launched a strategic counterattack. The Lumurans and Callians fought with unmatched determination, exploiting the Vortac's vulnerabilities and pushing them back. In the midst of the chaos, Nathan confronted the Vortac leader. Their weapons clashed, sparks flying as they fought with ferocity. Nathan drew on every ounce of his strength and skill, driven by his love for Arya and his determination to protect their home. With a final decisive blow, Nathan defeated the Vortac leader. The remaining Vortac soldiers, disoriented and leaderless, retreated to their spacecraft. The defenders of Lumura watched as the Vortac ship lifted off and disappeared into the sky. The battlefield fell silent, the air heavy with the aftermath of the conflict. Nathan, Arya, Thalan, and Sarek stood together, their faces reflecting a mix of exhaustion and triumph. "We did it," Arya said, her voice filled with relief. "We protected our home." Nathan nodded, his heart swelling with pride and gratitude. "We did it together. Our bond, our unity made us strong." Thalan placed a hand on Nathan's shoulder. "Your courage and leadership were instrumental in our victory. We owe you a great debt." Sarek nodded in agreement. "This alliance has proven its strength. Together, we can face any threat." As the villagers began to clean up and tend to the wounded, Nathan and Arya took a moment to reflect on their journey. They had faced incredible challenges, but their love and determination had carried them through. The victory over the Vortac was a testament to the power of unity and the strength of their bond. Nathan knew that there would be more challenges ahead, but he also knew that they were ready to face them together. Under the light of the full moon, Nathan and Arya embraced, their hearts filled with hope and resolve. They had protected their home and forged a future of peace and understanding. And as they looked to the stars, they knew that their journey was far from over, but they were ready for whatever adventures lay ahead. In the days following the battle with the Vortac, the village of Lumur focused on healing and rebuilding. The clash had taken its toll, leaving behind scars both physical and emotional. Nathan, Arya, Thalon, and Sarek worked tirelessly to restore a sense of normalcy and security. The Lumurans and Calans collaborated on repairs, their combined efforts a testament to their strengthened alliance. The village buzzed with activity as homes were rebuilt and defenses reinforced. Despite the damage, the spirit of unity and resilience was stronger than ever. Nathan and Arya spent their days organizing relief efforts, ensuring that everyone received the care they needed. The Callan technology proved invaluable in treating the wounded and accelerating the rebuilding process. Nathan was particularly impressed by the Callan's advanced medical techniques, which helped many recover quickly. One evening, as the sun set over the village, Nathan and Arya took a moment to rest by the river. They watched the water flow gently, the peaceful scene a stark contrast to the chaos of the recent battle. Arya leaned against Nathan, her eyes reflecting the fading light. "We did it, Nathan. We protected our home and our people." Nathan nodded, his arm around her shoulders. "We did it together, Arya. I couldn't have done it without you." Arya smiled, her expression filled with warmth and determination. "And I couldn't have done it without you. Our bond gives me strength." As they sat together, Sarek approached, his demeanor serious but hopeful. "Nathan, Arya, there's something we need to discuss. The Vortac may have been repelled, but they are unlikely to give up so easily. We must be prepared for their return." Nathan's expression hardened. "You're right, Sarek. We need to strengthen our defenses even further and ensure that we're ready for whatever comes next." Thalon joined them, his wise eyes reflecting concern. "We also need to consider the possibility of reaching out to other civilizations. If we can form more alliances, we will be better equipped to face any future threats." Nathan, Arya, Sarek, and Thalon spent the next few days strategizing and planning. They reached out to neighboring planets, sharing their story and seeking allies. The response was overwhelmingly positive, with many civilizations expressing their support and willingness to stand with Lumur against the Vortac threat. As the alliances took shape, the village of Lumur became a hub of interstellar diplomacy. Representatives from various civilizations arrived, eager to learn from each other and strengthen their bonds. The Council of Worlds was established, a coalition dedicated to mutual protection, knowledge exchange, and cultural understanding. Nathan and Arya played key roles in the council, their experiences and leadership earning them respect and admiration. They worked closely with Sarek, Thalon, and other representatives to develop strategies for defense and cooperation. The full moon was approaching once again, and the Lumurans prepared for their traditional celebration. This time, however, the festivities would include their new allies, creating an atmosphere of unity and shared purpose. The night of the full moon arrived, and the village was filled with music, laughter, and the sense of exotic foods. Representatives from across the galaxy mingled with Lumurans, sharing stories and forging new friendships. The sense of hope and camaraderie was palpable. Nathan and Arya stood together at the center of the celebration, their hearts full of pride and gratitude. The journey they had embarked on had led to something truly extraordinary, a united front against the forces of darkness, and a testament to the power of love and connection. Thalon raised a glass, calling for attention. "Tonight we celebrate not only the full moon but the strength of our bonds and the promise of our united future. Let us remember that together we are stronger than any threat that may come our way." Sarek nodded in agreement. "The Council of Worlds is a beacon of hope. Through our unity, we will ensure peace and prosperity for all our people." As the celebration continued, Nathan and Arya found a quiet moment to themselves. They walked to the edge of the village, the full moon casting a silvery glow over the landscape. Nathan took Arya's hand, his voice filled with emotion. "Arya, we've come so far together. We've faced incredible challenges and built something beautiful." Arya looked into his eyes, her heart swelling with love. "And we will continue to build, Nathan. Our bond is the foundation of everything we've achieved. Together we can face any future, no matter how uncertain. Under the light of the full moon, Nathan and Arya shared a tender kiss, their hearts beating as one. They knew that their journey was far from over, but they were ready to face whatever lay ahead, united in their love and their commitment to a brighter future. The Council of Worlds would stand as a testament to their efforts, a symbol of hope and unity in a galaxy filled with both wonder and danger. And as Nathan and Arya looked up at the stars, they knew that their love would continue to guide them through every adventure, every challenge, and every triumph that awaited them. Months had passed since the Council of Worlds had been established, and Lumur had become a thriving center of diplomacy and innovation. Representatives from various civilizations worked together, sharing knowledge and resources. Nathan and Arya's leadership had become the cornerstone of this newfound unity. One evening, as Nathan and Arya were preparing for a council meeting, an urgent message arrived from one of their allies. The message came from Lyric, a member of a highly advanced and peaceful civilization known as the Seraphians. Lyric's holographic image flickered to life, his expression serious. Nathan, Arya, I bring grave news. Our deep space scanners have detected a massive fleet mobilizing on the outskirts of our galaxy. The Vortac are preparing for a full-scale invasion. Nathan's heart sank. How much time do we have? Not long, Lyric replied. The Vortac fleet is advancing quickly. We estimate they will reach Lumur within a few weeks. Arya's eyes widened with determination. We need to prepare. We must alert the Council and mobilize our defenses immediately. Nathan nodded, his mind racing with plans. Lyric, can you gather intelligence on their movements and strength? We'll need every advantage we can get. Of course, Lyric said. I'll coordinate with our allies and keep you updated. The message ended, and Nathan and Arya quickly summoned the Council of Worlds. Representatives from the allied civilizations gathered, their faces reflecting a mix of concern and resolve. Nathan addressed the council, his voice firm. The Vortac are coming. This will be the greatest challenge we've ever faced. But we are not alone. Together we have the strength to defend our homes and our way of life. Arya stood beside him, her presence a calming force. We must act swiftly and decisively. Our unity is our greatest weapon. We will stand together and protect each other. The council members nodded in agreement, and plans were set into motion. The Lumurans and their allies began fortifying their defenses, deploying advanced technology and strategic measures to prepare for the impending invasion. Nathan and Arya worked tirelessly, coordinating efforts and boosting morale. Their bond and leadership inspired hope and determination in all who followed them. The stakes were high, but they were ready to face the Vortac threat head-on. The day of reckoning arrived. The Vortac fleet loomed on the horizon, their dark, menacing ships blotting out the stars. The defenders of Lumur and their allies stood ready, their hearts filled with a mix of fear and resolve. Nathan, Arya, and Sarek led the front lines, their strategies honed and their forces prepared. The battle began with a deafening roar as the Vortac unleashed their assault. Energy blasts and missiles filled the sky, and the defenders responded with a coordinated counterattack. The clash was intense and chaotic. Nathan and Arya fought side by side, their movements synchronized and their bond unbreakable. Sarek's tactical brilliance guided their forces, and Calans' wisdom provided a steadying presence. Despite the ferocity of the Vortac assault, the defenders held their ground. The advanced technologies shared by their allies proved invaluable, and the united front of the Council of Worlds demonstrated their collective strength. As the battle raged on, Nathan and Arya spotted a massive Vortac command ship hovering above the battlefield. They knew that taking out the command ship would be crucial to breaking the Vortac's coordination and morale. We need to take out that ship, Nathan said, his voice resolute. It's the key to their strategy. Arya nodded, her eyes filled with determination. Let's do it. With Sarek and a team of elite fighters, Nathan and Arya launched a daring assault on the Vortac command ship. They fought their way through heavy resistance, their determination unwavering. As they reached the command center, they confronted the Vortac leader, a figure clad in dark armor, radiating malevolence. The battle was fierce and relentless. Nathan and Arya fought with every ounce of their strength, their love for each other and their people driving them forward. Finally, with a decisive strike, they defeated the Vortac leader, sending shockwaves through the enemy ranks. The command ship began to falter, and the Vortac forces, disoriented and leaderless, started to retreat. The defenders of Lumura and their allies pressed their advantage, driving the Vortac back and securing their victory. As the battlefield fell silent, cheers of triumph echoed through the air. The Vortac had been defeated, and Lumura was safe. Nathan and Arya stood together, their hearts filled with relief and pride. Sarek approached them, his expression one of deep respect. "Your bravery and leadership have saved us all. The Council of Worlds owes you a great debt." Thalon joined them, his eyes shining with wisdom. "This victory is a testament to our unity and the strength of our bonds. Together we have proven that we can overcome any challenge." Nathan and Arya looked out over the village, their home, and their allies. They had faced incredible trials and emerged victorious, their love and determination guiding them through every obstacle. Under the light of the full moon, Nathan took Arya's hand, his voice filled with emotion. "We've built something incredible together, Arya. Our bond has given us the strength to protect our home and create a future of peace and unity." Arya smiled, her heart swelling with love. "And we will continue to build, Nathan. Together we can face any future, no matter what challenges lie ahead." As they stood together, surrounded by their friends and allies, Nathan and Arya knew that their journey was far from over. But they were ready to face whatever came their way, united in their love and their commitment to a brighter future. The Council of Worlds stood as a beacon of hope, a symbol of what could be achieved through unity and cooperation. And as Nathan and Arya looked up at the stars, they knew that their love would continue to guide them through every adventure, every challenge, and every triumph that awaited them.